This is an interview with Robbie Williams, and he's talking about his experience with what he thought could have been a reptile person.
Take it, make of that what you will. That's what happened.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
One take one marker. Shane's camera speed is one take one marker. Ryland's camera speed is one take one marker. My camera speed is one take one marker. Sandy and Jared's camera speed is one take one marker.
Oh, God, I feel kind of, I'm not sick, but it's like allergies. But I never get allergies, but it's like this year specifically, it's crazy.
Oh, was that performative? You freak.
Ryland was so worried.
I literally said to you, I was like, oh, I'm getting sick, but then I never got a sore throat.
Our house either has mold or we're dying of new causes.
Wow.
But before we get into that, because let me just say,
Oh, good morning.
this is the most controversial conspiracy I think maybe ever. And I have not talked about it specifically in our podcast because I'm afraid of getting demonetized. But I think if we give enough disclaimers, it should be okay.
This might be the first one I've ever gotten invested in to a point where I've done like hours of research on this in the past day.
That's really saying
Wow.
something because you
Yes.
never care about them at all.
We're all very impressed.
Yes. But before we get to that, hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Listen, I'm going to be totally honest. The last episode where we kind of tried this whole new thing, I'm posting it tomorrow. Like in real time, it's not out yet. So we don't know if you guys liked it or not. So
We really hope you liked it.
So if you hated it and you do not want us to do this again, next time we won't, but we're doing it again today. So I'm so sorry. But can I just say, like, I loved it. I had so much fun. And watching the episode back and like, it felt like something I've been missing for a long time, which is talking about conspiracies and having conversations that get deeper and more, real, and talking about stuff that I'm like nervous to talk about. Like it felt exciting to me. So I hope you guys liked it. And yeah, let's see if we can try it again.
Capture that magic again.
Capture that magic. How are you guys doing? Are you sick? Do you have allergies?
My allergies have been bad, and ironically, I had that nasal surgery, so they shouldn't be bad at all. But I think today is the first time I've noticed. I don't know if you guys get it, but it's like this little tickle around right here in your nose. It feels like this emptiness when you breathe in. I started feeling that earlier, so I might be sick.
I have to go.
I might have something.
It's nice seeing you guys.
I think you're sick.
Is everyone here just sick? Is that what's happening?
I love how Ryland's like joking but serious, you know?
It's so brutal because I've always had really bad allergies, like since I was a kid till now. But now they're so bad that I carry around like Flonase, eye drops, like Claritin, like
Yeah,
several
they're ready to
things,
go.
just for all that, because I'm in pain and itchy all the time, 24/7.
I will say, I've never had allergies. I don't think
Same.
ever. And there's a theory, and that theory now I'm noticing is happening a lot, and I'm like, does this have to do with that? But before we get into that, I need to say this, because once again, I don't enjoy saying I was right. But fucking Pokemon Go. I called that shit in 2017, 2018. I don't know. I made a video and it was supposed to be kind of funny. And it was about how Pokemon Go is actually just collecting all of our data and watching what we're doing and all these things. And people were just like, oh, that's so funny. And I was like, I know, right? Cut to now. It has been revealed. 143 million people thought they were just catching Pokemon for 8 years. They were actually training one of the biggest AI maps ever with over 30 billion images.
What?
The company Niantic just revealed that the photos and AR scans collected through Pokemon Go have created the largest real-world visual database ever. So people weren't just walking around and playing it, on their phones. They were actually scanning landmarks, storefronts, parks, sidewalks from every single angle at every time of day in every weather condition ever.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And it documented the physical world at a scale that no mapping company has ever been able to do with typical like vehicles with a camera on them. Why was all of this data being collected by all of us, happy Pokemon Go players? Well, all of that data was being collected to train a new fleet of Cocos.
Oh
the
my
robot
God.
delivery.
Spencer's biggest pet
They
peeve.
literally are my biggest enemy. I hate them so much. I hate those little fucking things.
I'm so unnecessarily mad about this. This fucking company got all these people out there getting their steps in, playing Pokemon Go, literally as free labor to train all of their new AI delivery bots.
I have a
Like
question.
that is so genius.
Okay.
but crazy.
Yes, Ryland?
Okay, thank you. I've been waiting.
No, you have not.
You had your hand up for like 8
You
seconds.
yelled, I have a question.
Was AI around when Pokemon Go was popular, or did they
Yes.
collect all this data and sell to the highest bidder?
That is interesting.
Thank you.
I mean, every app, and this is just a theory, but every app, like remember, I don't know if we left it in the episode, but we talked about that app Be Real.
Yeah.
Turned out to, maybe be collecting data as well, just a theory. But like, so you could just see what the other person sees and what you see at the same time.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Right. And then I think that app got sold to a company for all that data. I think every app, every game, even if they're starting it because they want to be a game, the real money is in the data. And I think they know that. Just a theory. So anytime you see a new popular app or game or social media or network or whatever, there is people behind the scenes being like, well, how are we going to make money from this? Because it's not ads.
Well,
it's data.
I think what I always found interesting is back in the day when you would walk through a mall, there would always be a card and a little pad of paper where you could fill out your information
Oh,
and potentially
yeah.
win that card.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, you filling out that card made that card worth like $10 to
Yeah.
people buying lead generation.
Yeah.
So if they just got a couple thousand people to fill this out, it would easily pay for the card. But one, we don't know if anyone actually won, but all that was data entry for them. And then they would then sell the data to all these companies that, could use it. So it's been around for a while, but it's very genius, this Pokemon Go situation.
Well, and I don't know.
I think.
I don't know if it's the same as before with like the card situation, entering your information, but I know now. We were in Ventura a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, and we saw a big group of people, and we're like, "Well, this is weird. I wonder what they're doing," because then they just started leaving altogether. And so what did we do? Well, we followed them because we were curious. What are they doing, right? Because they were nobody was talking. It was silent. But everyone was on their phone, but it was a huge group of people.
What the fuck?
And we asked them, like, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're playing Pokemon Go. But they were so focused, and it's crazy how anybody would be curious and then just join it, like not knowing, like,
Yeah.
they're collecting all this information.
Yeah, one guy literally said, I've been waiting for 6 hours, and it's just up the street at the post office. So, like, whatever Pokemon they were looking for was, like, right there, and they were there for 6 hours.
When I was really playing the game, I would do insane things. Like, I'd end up in like alleys at like 3 a.m. and like there'd be someone else in an alley, and no part of me was like, I'm gonna get jumped right now. I'm like, they're also playing Pokemon Go, and they were, thankfully.
Wow.
But I could have died. Like, I ended up in the worst situations because of this game.
But look at all the delivery bots you helped.
Yeah, thank God those little
Thank
Cocoa
God.
bots.
I will say, this is also an interesting rabbit hole that me and Spencer were talking about. So we've been training AI for years. We just didn't know it. Literally everything you've posted online has now been put into the system of AI. Literally every single picture, everything has taught AI more and more about humans, how we operate, how we think, how our brains work, what we're afraid of, what we enjoy, whatever. CAPTCHAs. So those little CAPTCHAs before you go into a website or sign in, and it's like, show us that you're not a robot. Show us you're human.
Oh, I hate them. I always fail those tests.
Well,
You failed them?
yes.
well, it's not even about. So, okay, sometimes it'll be like, show us where the bus is,
Yeah.
Oh,
and it'll be a bunch of pictures, and I'm like, okay, wait, but that's like not technically a bus, but it's kind of a bus.
That's what I
That's a
mean.
piece
So
of a
that
bus.
I have common sense and I don't click the
But
button.
it's not a wrong answer. They want to see you thinking, and they want to see your mouse going around and being like, maybe not. That's the point, right? And when you do that, it knows, oh, this is a human, because an AI would just go do 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 do. But there's a theory. Actually, is it confirmed now?
Yeah, it's a real thing. So basically, yeah, we've just been training. They've been using it to train AIs for like years and years and years. And it's like, well, if you think about it, the AI is so strong now. Why are we still doing? An AI could easily pass that test. Like ChatGPT could easily do that test and pass it now. And the only reason we're still doing it, I don't
We're
know.
idiots.
Well, the guy who founded it, I'm trying to find it, but the guy who founded it, he founded it in 2009, and even he was quoted saying like, this has the potential to be like one of the biggest free like data harvesting like things in the world. Like because we're just seeing how humans interact with something over and over and over again for free labor.
But you said that you don't have to click exactly on the right bus, so how's Ryland failing these?
That is a different question, I think.
I
That
literally
might be its own
90% of
issue.
the time fail. And I'm like, I've looked at all of the squares.
so
I
funny.
fucking hate those things.
That's me with the little delivery robots.
I have never encountered something that drives Spencer more crazy than those robots.
I think, guys, this is just a PSA. If you see those robots, kick it over, beat it up. There was just a video the other day, like before this, of Chicago is having issues where the robots are driving through bus like stations because they don't see the glass.
Oh my
And so there's just videos of them just driving through glass. The glass shatters and the robot like stops. Like, oh shit, what did I just do? And they're costing the city like thousands of dollars.
Because these, people that are super distracted playing Pokemon Go probably just walk right into glass.
There you go.
That's why it is. You guys got to
Yeah,
find
you're
people
right.
that aren't as distracted. That's probably why the meta glasses are so big right now. That's probably a better
Yeah.
way of collecting all that information.
Yeah.
And they don't walk into glass.
Okay, so this next thing, when we talked about the celebrity clones, it got very scary, and
It's not like you said celebrity colognes.
when we were talking about the new fragrances,
Beyonce's new thing is fire.
no, the clones, right? So I started having nightmares about it. Like there was something about that specific segment that really fucked me up. And then Instagram, knowing that it would fuck me up, sent me this in my algorithm. So you guys know Jamie Foxx, he was in the hospital for a while, and it was kind of like mysterious. Nobody knew what was happening. Everybody was really scared for him. So this is an interview where he talked about that experience, and just take a look.
I snuck my phone because I didn't know what the outside world was saying. And so I snuck my phone to see what people were saying. I've just been in this hospital and I couldn't get my mind around it. I had a stroke. I'm in fucking perfect shape. The clone shit threw me.
Yes.
When they said I was a clone, that made me flip in the hospital. That's it. These motherfuckers are trying to clone me. I didn't have a stroke. So I'm sitting in the hospital bed like these bitch ass. And then I saw me walk into my room. But I'm white. So I see the white me.
But he had a Caesar too, just like you?
all that, the white me.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm like, and I'm trying to get their attention. I said, what's up, Fox? I said, I know what's up. You trying to clone me, motherfucker. I saw the white clone. And I know why you're trying to clone me. You make me white, because I'll sell better overseas and all this other kind of shit. I'm sitting in this motherfucker.
You read your conspiracy
I'm
theory
thinking
and
I'm a
it said
clone.
yes.
And when the psychiatrist says, are you all right? And I says, am I all right or am I all white? I saw what happened. I saw, motherfucker, you trying to get the white motherfucking Jamie Foxx and it ain't gonna happen. So he just calmly goes, I think we're gonna lower your dosage.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me just say this.
That's incredible.
First of all, love Jamie Foxx, but let me just say this. The fact that his mind jumped to that, when you're that big of a star and you have that much, big of teams and you have all these things and you're jumping right to that, that's just very interesting to me.
I don't know. That's really scary, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I would never jump to that.
Well, didn't people also think he was like poisoned or something? Like there was some suspicion about like if someone tried to get him,
Right.
Like there was. I just remember there being stuff like, how did he get in there? Like he was saying, like I'm perfectly healthy. I just had a stroke. It's like I don't know. I know that can happen, but
And I remember reading like the headlines about that is because a lot of people were saying like they wouldn't give any information out.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
even
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if at first they even said he had a stroke. Like
it was just like Jamie Foxx is in the hospital.
yeah, like a medical condition. And so I think that's kind of what probably started all these like rumors or possibility of things happening, and it's scary.
There's this movie called The Island from like 2008, I think. It was a Michael Bay movie, Scarlett Johansson, and it's about all of these people living in this like really cool futuristic hotel.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I just remember.
Yeah, it's so good. And they all think that like, they're all in this like hotel basically living, and every week there's a raffle, and if they win the raffle, they make it to the island. They get out of the hotel. They get to go to the island, but the island is actually they are clones. They don't know it. And when they go to the island, it's because their owner, the person that created it, needs an organ or something.
Oh yeah, I've read a book like this too.
Yeah. So it's like one of the characters, Michael Clark Duncan played. He was like actually the clone of a famous football player. He didn't know that. and he woke up in the middle of surgery and he saw that he was being, worked on, and they were taking his organs out. And it was this whole thing, and the whole idea was the rich, powerful people have clones for their medical, whenever they need something. That fucked me up because I'm like, okay, a lot of these things that we see in movies that we, talk about that end up kind of coming true or hiding in plain sight. The fact that Jamie Foxx went right to that, like, it's just very
well, especially if he ends up in the hospital being like, why am I in the hospital?
Can you imagine
that would be so scary.
laying in the hospital and then being like, are they cloning me? Like, I can't even, my brain.
And then everyone's like, you're going crazy.
That?
You're going crazy.
Yeah, we need the psychiatrist in here. I mean, listen, I don't think they were cloning him. I don't think that's what was happening, but it is interesting that he went to that place. Speaking of clones, there's another conspiracy over the years that I've always thought was, crazy and like, I don't know. So I guess let's get into our ridiculous, right? Reptiles. Okay. We've talked about it before. The idea that there is a community of reptilian people that live underground. Although I did see this is a side note. Somebody was like, oh, the Ninja Turtles. Did you see that?
I did.
It's like the Teenage Ninja Turtles is actually like
lizard people.
Yes, and they live underground in the sewers. I was like, okay,
yeah.
It was too much. I was like, this one's ruining my childhood. I
wanted
can't do this.
in when I was a kid. I was trying to pull up the gutters.
You're trying to go into the sewers?
Yeah, I wanted to be a lizard person.
Whoa.
Well,
so
no,
that's
a
like
teenage
brainwashing people to
Ninja
want to
Turtle.
be.
Yeah. Oh no, my mom has pictures of me literally like, I need it.
That's
You didn't watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, yes, I didn't want to live in a gutter.
You didn't want to see what was down there?
So
disappointing.
The idea of reptiles actually, being reptiles undercover in human suits and all that stuff, very scary, right? Then I didn't even search it. I was just thinking about it, and then the fucking algorithm started sending me shit, and I was like, first, this is an interview with Robbie Williams. He's a famous singer in the UK. And he's talking about his experience with what he thought could have been a reptile person.
Take of this what you like.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was in bed with a woman, and that's it. That's the end of my story. No, I was in bed with a woman, right? I'm lying on the pillow, and I'm looking at her face, right? Her face turned into what I could only describe as a reptilian.
Oh, listen.
My face went, oh my God. She looks at me and she says, I'm not a reptilian. Boom! Take it, make of that what you will. That's what happened.
Okay.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
What?
Okay, so he's about to have sex
crazy.
with someone. They look like a reptile. Then I see this clip of Britney Spears.
I went with this one guy, and he looked like a lizard. I was so scared. He was sitting there, I turned him. I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, he looks just like a lizard, and I had to go. It was really bad.
So you just left? Wow.
The same scenario in bed with someone, and then you turn and they look like a fucking lizard? That's
So that must
crazy,
be like a
right?
weak spot for reptilian.
I mean,
My question about the reptile thing is, why is it always a celebrity is in bed and then they find out the person's a reptile? Because that story has not just those two. I was looking it up.
it must be a weak spot.
Or is it like
vulnerable?
some sort of initiation or something? Like, if you're a reptile person, right? This is all theory, by the way. If you're a reptile person, that's crazy. But I didn't say it.
right into the
Britney
podcast.
Robbins said it.
Ridiculous.
Is it spreadable? Now
Right?
is Billy a reptile?
Well, I'm just,
now is Brittany a
that's
reptile?
what I'm saying. It's like, is the point of having sex with a celebrity if you're a reptile person? Is it like, what is the purpose?
To make them a reptile.
Or to
Well, it's energy
procreate?
harvesting. You're like harvesting their energy because during sex there's a transference of energy, and like it's something that lives within you now. So it could be that.
See, I was wondering if it was, like the sensation of when you're intimate, the sensation that you get from that, and then at the end, almost showing like being dominant and showing your true self after, because that's very vulnerable.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, this place looks familiar. I've been here before. That's right. We're back in the other dimension. Woo. I see a sponsor. Please don't go anywhere, guys. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. Yes, if you don't already know, SeatGeek is a #1 rated ticketing app with over 35 million downloads. They have over 70,000 events on SeatGeek, from concerts to sports to festivals. Pretty much anything that you need a ticket for, they have it, and for the best possible price. And everybody's on tour right now, literally everyone. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, BTS, Ariana Grande, Morgan Wallen, Zach Bryan.
Sandy's got her eyes on No Doubt.
No Doubt, Cardi B, Alex Warren. And if you want to go to any of those shows, SeatGeek is going to give you the best possible price. Plus, they rate all their tickets from 1 to 10. So basically, if you click on a show and you look at what seats there are, if you see a little red dot, that means, this is way overpriced. If you see a little green dot, that means this is a good deal, good to go. Also, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. So SeatGeek is giving you guys a very special discount. All you got to do is use code GROWER2026 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. Just click the link in the description below, download the app, and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. That's code GROWER2026 to get 10% off your tickets. Okay, let's talk about it. This is a theory that I'm fascinated by. Before we get into it, I'm going to read a disclaimer. So we're going to talk about the theory of chemtrails. Okay, before we get into it, let me just say this. Scientists, aviation experts, and atmospheric researchers say that they are not chemtrails, they are called contrails, and they are made from water vapor that freezes into ice crystals. The patterns in the sky come from busy, structured flight paths. They are not spraying anything into the air. There's no credible evidence of a large-scale chemical spraying program like the theories claim. So that is one of the reasons I think I've mentioned chemtrails years ago, because it is one of the most famous conspiracies ever, right? But I always kind of like wrote it off as like, I don't know, whatever. But once again, I don't believe this is real, but I think it's still interesting to talk about. So then I started getting allergies for the first time in my whole life. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Do we have mold? Like, what's going on? Ryland starts getting these crazy allergies.
Probably has nothing. Okay, no, sorry. What? Well, I was just going to say, probably has nothing to do with it being 100 degrees outside and 66 inside.
Now I'm the chemtrail.
Now he's my personal chemtrail.
So then,
although I did
not.
Good. No more detours.
What?
I was walking up the stairs behind him, and he farted. I was like, "Oh, another chemtrail."
It was Elon.
We used to call that crop dusting back in the day.
Sorry, you have to. And I was like, "Oh, of course you do." Okay, sorry.
Anyways,
back to the serious.
So then I'm on Instagram, and I swear, it's like, we already know that our phones are listening to our fucking mind and our brain waves. We don't have to say or type anything. I open my phone, first thing I see is a reel from Big Boy from Outkast, and he posted this.
This bullshit.
That's the whole video? Look at his bullshit.
Look at all that bullshit. Okay, so then now my algorithm is just swarmed with it. So we can just go through a few of these.
I mean, are we kidding? Is this a joke? How about that? Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just aluminum to the dome.
Aluminum to the dome.
Yeah, aluminum
That's
to
merch.
the dome.
So there's hundreds of videos like those. Like, it was just every video. I even sent Spencer a video because I literally walked outside. Yeah, I walked outside and I was just like,
I have quite a few
started
that are
sending me pictures. I know this isn't a new thing, and I know it probably is just airplanes and stuff, but like, I feel like in the last few months, it's gotten fucking crazy.
Has this always been going on above our heads and we've just never realized it? Like, I want to look at like sky on my phone from 10 years ago and see if it's the same, or is there an uptick in this? Oh yeah, I was on vacation like we were on our 10-year anniversary, and I just like looked up and I was like in the X.
Oh, that picture's kind of hard though.
X marks the spot.
So then I started looking into it because I was like, okay, I know the basic idea, right? The idea is that they are spraying chemicals to make us sick, to kill us, for population control. Like, that is the theory. But then I was like, but what are they actually spraying? Where's this theory actually coming from? So then I started watching these videos of people talking about geoengineering.
Geoengineering is a real thing. There has been testimony in front of the United Nations. People like Bill Gates means spraying chemicals out of airplanes in our skies, things like aluminum and barium that are toxic.
And what is the purpose?
To dim the sun. One of the sources of all life on the planet. They want to dim the sun. Aluminum is toxic to all life forms. It has no biological function, use, anything. And it's neurotoxic. They are spraying neurotoxins on us that we can't avoid, that then go into our crops, that are taken up in our rivers and streams.
So here's the thing. Once again, this is just a theory. I'm not saying I believe any of this, but I do want to dive into it a little bit and see what is the theory, because is this something that in 20 years we're going to look back at and be like, remember when everybody thought it was crazy? And then we're going to be like, but actually...
Contrails are definitely real. I mean, you could look into it, and just to throw out a theoretical here, what people are theorizing is infertility. Like, you could look up Roundup. I mean, Roundup was put on like everything by Santos, and now that's obviously illegal, and there's a huge class action lawsuit, billions of dollars. But so what chemtrails, contrails are, what they're saying it is have you guys heard of cloud seeding?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
So cloud seeding, a lot of people weren't aware of it until the Olympics in 2008, where in Beijing, it looked like it was going to rain during the ceremonies. And China spends $300 million a year on weather modification research. And they're able to figure out that if you spray silver in clouds, it'll actually cause the rain to dissipate and fall faster. So what we do is, and a lot of it is saying like, well, it's for farmers because their crops need extra rainfall. So the way a cloud works is a cloud is a bunch of water crystals, but unless they get close enough to each other or heavy enough, they're not going to fall and they just remain clouds. So what they do is they fly through these clouds and they disperse silver, which acts as a molecule for the water to bond to. It becomes heavier and then the rain falls. So
that happened,
and that's exactly
it's legal. It's illegal.
That's legal. But
I'd seen videos.
Tennessee last year, 2024 actually banned it. So it's illegal in Tennessee. Right now, it's on the bill for Florida and 12 other states. So all of these states are actively trying to ban something that at the same time the other states are saying doesn't exist. And even when you hear experts talk about it, it's very conflicting. But silver does have a lethal dose. So it's crazy that they'll tell you it's for farmers because they need to have water for their crops.
But you're poisoning
But they're putting it directly over the crops.
Wow.
So it is like there's people that are in the Air Force. I believe they started this in like the 60s or something with cloud seeding and weather modification. But it's funny because there are pilots that when you ask them about chemtrails, if it's real, they'll say, no, well, I was actually in rain modification and we used to go through and spray the silver. Or they do either silver, dry ice, or sodium chloride, and this is put into the clouds in order to make it rain. But it's like, so you're telling me you literally put chemicals into the sky?
Yeah, you're literally doing it.
But it doesn't exist.
So
it's very weird.
Right. I think there are a lot of motives, which brings me to my next theory, which I'm not trying to shit on any of these people, right? I don't think it's their fault. I'm not saying it's them specifically. But has anybody noticed that Gen Z is now making smoking cool again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, like the new thing is cigarettes, right? So it's like big celebrities all smoking cigarettes. But what really got me was this picture of Kylie Jenner on Vanity Fair just smoking a cigarette, which by the way, I can't even show that. I was told in my YouTube, because I looked into it.
Wait, what?
You cannot even show a cigarette in a YouTube video. It'll get demonetized.
Wait, what?
You can't show it in a thumbnail. You can't show it in a video. Like, it is literally, you can't have cigarette commercials on TV. Like, cigarettes have been banned by advertising for years. But now with Gen Z, it's everywhere.
Because they always want to do the opposite of what we're doing. And we drink and think smoking, well, we know smoking's bad. And they're like, well, our parents are lame. Let's do the exact opposite. Right. Like, I think that's a big part of it.
But is it also being pushed by companies who fund a lot of these things? Because it's like, well, if Gen Z is not drinking, what are they doing that's going to, whatever? Oh, smoking. Let's have the biggest Gen Z celebrities constantly promoting cigarettes on all their social medias and magazines. And I don't even think they know that they're being used like that. Well, this is all theory. I
mean, big tobacco is one of the largest entities on the planet. Yeah. Like, I was in the vape space or the e-cigarette space for quite a while. And there was constant push by big tobacco to try to discredit vaping any way they could, telling you it's going to give you all these diseases. Like a couple years back, there was something called Vapegate, where a bunch of people got this lung disease.
Oh, yeah.
And what it was is because I worked in multiple facets of the industry, is THC vapes. People were trying to find ways to cut the product. And companies that had no moral compass because they're just trying to make a dollar, cut it with something called vitamin E acetate, which when vaped, it never actually dries. It stays like a liquidy, mucusy substance in your lungs. So I think like 50 people or so ended up contracting this disease called popcorn lungs. But Big Tobacco took it and ran with it and said it's all vaping products, because they were losing billions of dollars a year. Like, it costs probably 2 cents to make a pack of cigarettes. And have you seen the pack of cigarette pricing lately?
Unbelievable.
At one point I smoked in life, and I think I paid $3 for a pack, and we all complained about it. Now it's like over $10 for a pack.
It's crazy.
So
how
think
much
about
it
the
is.
profit margins. So, I mean, they're trying to get it cool as fast as possible they can with the new generation, because it's been deemed as, it's gross. Like, it just reminds me of how my grandpa smelled. So now to see Kylie Jenner or whoever else is doing it, it's like the hive reptilian mind is like, well, if I do it, I'm some way like Kylie Jenner now, you know? So it's all based on the industry behind it, which, I mean, Big Tobacco is also one of the largest lobbyists in this country, which is basically who gets bills written.
But the truth too is that there's so many people who've had experiences, or who know people who've had experiences of like, well, I smoked for a little bit and then like I was able to stop right away. Like, it's not a big deal. I was just, young.
Yeah,
but it's like, not everybody's like that. Like, this is addicting to the point where like you're not gonna be able to stop. And what is a long-term effect really gonna do for you? Like, it's scary, the mindset that you have when you're younger.
I'll also say, just like being around people in that vibe more, it's like, it's definitely super common now. If you go out, everyone smokes, and there's even more, because I can't, because of my heart, there's definitely times I've been like, damn, I wish I could have a cigarette right now. That'd be so cool. But I also think like Gen Z's generation, vaping, I don't know if it was pushing out, but just like vaping became so commonplace. Like, every high schooler vapes now. They all vape, and I think that also kind of does normalize the like,
cigarette.
well, I'm so close to smoking a cigarette. Like, and like cigarettes are cooler. Vaping is like you're puffing on the face.
Well, and especially if you don't like the certain flavors that are, because I want to say it's only like menthol and tobacco.
Yeah.
And if you don't like those, then
well, also flavoring
vaping?
tobacco flavored vape is like, like, what are they trying to make you do?
Yeah.
Well, it's so ironic, because, I mean, e-cigarettes have been around 16, 17 years, but they came out as a way to get people off of cigarettes.
I know.
To the previous generation, and now they've become a way to get people onto cigarettes because they made it very easy for you to get them, and then the big companies slowly made the regulations to where it's going to be very hard to get them, but you're addicted already. So, I mean, cigarettes are pretty easy to get at every gas station on the planet. So it's just weird, the shift, and like, maybe it is uncool now to vape because people's parents are vaping, because that's the generation it started in. So it's interesting.
I'll say one thing that's also not, it's like similar but different, is a huge thing with guys my age are Zins, those little like mints.
Oh, yes.
Everyone has those, and like I'm assuming like people, like everyone just does that, and it's like, if you already just have that nicotine habit, it's like, okay, well, what else does, you know what I mean? There's so many ways to just like keep you in that like, I don't know.
Before you know it, you're going to be dipping.
Well, I probably won't, but
Well,
He would.
Kids.
Well, you can find all those great products probably at the gas station, the grocery store, along with a lot of junk food, which leads us to our next theory, which is, what the fuck are we eating? Okay, I fell down a rabbit hole. I'm going to start here. Hershey's, don't come for me.
we got sent this a ton.
But we got sent this so many times, and I just want to show it because it looks so crazy. Just check this out.
Copyright.
What?
It's rubber. No.
What is happening?
Wait,
What
did you
the
get
fuck
some
is
Hershey's for
happening?
us to try this?
Oh no, he didn't actually.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think we need to post
What is happening? Okay.
Ew.
Listen, I mean, we've seen the original creator of Reese's or the family of Reese's
his
is
grandpa
pissed
or whatever,
because
yeah.
he's like, what the fuck are you guys putting in Reese's? Now it tastes gross. Like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening there, but I will say it reminded me of a couple years ago when we had all that rubber fruit. It was like, look at this banana. And the lady was like, and it was like, look at this watermelon. It was like, it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Hershey, whose owned Reese's since 1963, says that starting next year, it is going back to the classic milk chocolate and dark chocolate recipe.
So that kind of led me down a rabbit hole about food in general and certain things that these food companies are doing, which is so crazy. And I know we already know all this, but I heard one about chips that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Damn, I was telling Ryland about it.
Don't do this
me
to
too.
fucking chips, dude. Come on. What are you going to tell me next? Salsa's bad for me?
Isn't it crazy that like I don't get upset about AI, but all this food shit
It's so hard
really
because
drives me nuts.
Even the good food.
That is crazy.
Because even the good food, they're saying
It's
is
all
not good.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then we can talk about who owns all
food
that
and home
land.
products. It drives me crazy.
So, scientists say that chips can be as addictive as drugs.
I believe this.
Yeah.
I fully believe this. I'm
And
addicted.
It is engineered that way. Allegedly, just a theory.
Kind of.
So they literally make it impossible for you to just stop at one. That's like the whole thing.
Facts.
Right? and how do they do that? They engineer certain things inside of, like, okay, chips are engineered for addiction through a hyper palatable combination of high fat, salt, and carbohydrates, which triggers dopamine release in your brain's reward center. Even the sound, the satisfying crunch, it is all referred to as sensory-specific satiety. I don't know if I said that word
You
right.
describing this is making my mouth water.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
I'm
okay.
literally, yes.
Remember
I'm
that.
just thinking
Me too,
of
right?
Doritos.
Okay. This is the craziest part. Because of the fat content of the chips, because of what they put in it, my mouth is watering.
Literally.
I'm waiting for you to bring out, so we're going to eat some chips right now.
Are you guys addicted yet?
Like fiending.
They specifically want you to be so addicted to these chips that you can't just stop at one. You have to eat the whole bag. They want you to be so addicted that you don't even have to stop for a sip of water or a sip of a drink.
I go for a bag of hot fries right now.
So they literally make it so that these chips make you salivate and keep your mouth wet. Because if you stop to take a sip of water,
It's a break.
you've broken.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as like a scroll. It's basically scrolling for your mouth.
Wow.
This is
You
the
know what I
most
mean?
validating thing I've ever heard because I literally eat so many chips. It's disgusting.
Well,
like I have a
and
problem.
now with shrinkflation, you get these huge party-sized bags of chips, and now there's like way less in them. And now you eat the whole bag, and you can't stop. And now you need to buy a second bag. And now you're like, well, I can't just get the one bag. I got to get this bag. And now it's like chips to me is the epitome. And I love chips, so I'm not coming for the chip industry, but it is the epitome of like. It is so completely addictive, almost as addictive as drugs because of the dopamine release. I don't know. That just made me fucking freak out. So then I saw this maybe like a year ago, maybe not even that long ago. I was like, what the hell is going on with protein? It's in everything to a point where it's like a meme now. It's like Pop-Tart protein, Starbucks cold foam with protein. Like it's all this protein, right? I'm like, what the hell is this? Then I see this.
I'm sure you've all heard the news by now, but if you haven't, Reese's now has protein peanut butter cups. So let's take a closer look. If you ask me, this is long overdue. And these peanut butter cups check so many boxes. Reese's Pro Plus is the name. They are
Pro
all
Plus.
natural, gluten-free, have no cholesterol and no trans fat, no artificial sweeteners. I mean, this is unreal for a protein snack. And with 10 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, it's
like
pretty
nothing.
impressive. Now, these are higher in calories, but I mean, come on. And if you haven't spotted these in a store near you, it's probably because you've seen their other packaging. This is probably the version you've seen in stores. I am a jerk. I am so sorry, but Reese's protein peanut butter cups are not a real thing. Those are the same exact product as these. This is to show you how powerful health food branding and marketing can be. Everything on that label
What a
is
twist.
true of these right here, but I'm willing to bet you would buy Reese's Pro Plus before you bought
100%.
Reese's king size big cups. By highlighting the things that make these sound healthier and giving it a name like Reese's Pro, it makes it seem like it's a high protein treat when in reality, I mean, these are not a good source of protein. They are delicious, but not a good source of protein. Beware of health food marketing because this and this are the same thing.
Wait, is that a real thing? They have those.
Or is he
pros
just
already?
showing
No,
us
so
what could be?
Yes, he's just saying. So look at this next one.
I was going to say after you finished that video, I would always grab for that if they were next to each other.
I know, and that's the thing. So when you look at these protein bars and you look at,
They're candy.
They're literally like, okay, I don't want to like put them on blast, but there's a protein bar that I used to really like, and I was looking at the nutrition and the ingredients, and I was like, oh my god, and I compared it to a Snickers bar, and it was almost identical. And I was like, oh, is this literally just about branding, and it's a way to make you think it's healthy? So then I fell down this rabbit hole.
This seems too good to be true. It probably is.
You could rebrand anything to make it sound healthy, and to prove it, I'm gonna rebrand Pepsi to sound healthy. I'm just gonna rebrand regular Pepsi for this one, and I'm gonna use the skinny can because I like the aesthetic of it a little bit more. Changing up the colors a little bit, I'm gonna start with a solid black can. I'll put the Pepsi logo front and center because you have to. I gotta find a unique angle to make this one sound healthy, so I'm gonna go the hydration route because the main ingredient in Pepsi is carbonated water. So I'm gonna call this Pepsi Hydrate Plus. The plus having no meaning at all, it just makes it sound better. I guess it could be like plus flavor, I guess. Pepsi does use natural flavors, so I'll add naturally flavored on there. And then I'm also gonna add 100% plant-based because that's true too. Since the main ingredient is water, I'm gonna emphasize that on the bottom, saying main ingredient always water. And instead of just being soda, I'm gonna call this premium sparkling cola. At the top, I'll add smooth taste and clean energy. And then below that, a few more call outs. We'll go with fat-free, gluten-free, and low sodium. And the plain black can is cool, but we need to do a little bit more. I'm gonna add some blue elements to this to really accentuate the water, and I will put the Pepsi logo in a water drop. And just like that, telling no lies at all, we've got healthy, hydrating Pepsi.
Wow.
That was impressive.
He deserves. But this made me start thinking about every food. And that's why all the things that are like protein, I'm like, it's not that they're even adding protein properly. These companies are seeing the trend, and they're like, oh, we have protein in our Pop-Tart.
Well, that's why he said 10 grams of protein. I'm like, that's nothing.
So this one to me was the craziest. Like, I mean, this just makes me question everything. Look at how he does it with Nerds.
They're so delicious, though.
By popular demand, I am going to try to rebrand Nerds gummy clusters to look healthy. Let's see what I got. I want to show Nerds respect, so I'm going to keep the logo on there, but I am going to shrink it down quite a bit because I don't want it to be the focal point. And now the name, Nerds Candy Gummy Clusters, is not going to cut it for a health food. So let's go with very simple, crunchy fruit chews. Below that, I'll add made with real fruit juice with an asterisk because they do use real fruit juice, but a bunch of other stuff too. I can just add that disclaimer at the bottom or on the back. Some call outs at the top to make these sound healthy. These are fat-free, only 100 calories per serving, and low sodium. At the bottom, I will also add no high fructose corn syrup because they do use artificial flavors and colors, but it's true that there's no high fructose corn syrup. And I'll also add no gluten. And last but certainly not least, I want to add fruit to this package. There's no specific fruit flavor for these. It's just rainbow. So I'm just going to add a rainbow assortment of fruit all over the perimeter of this package. And there you go. Nerds gummy clusters are now healthy.
Crazy.
Wow.
Then crazy. That makes me rethink everything going to the store. Literally every health food or candy or like, oh, protein this or whatever. So then I started thinking, I was like, oh, maybe 10 years ago, everything was low carb. Low carb. 10 years before that, everything was low fat. Low fat.
And low sugar.
Now it's all high protein. So it's almost like, oh yeah, this is just the next stupid brainwashing trend of like this trigger word that makes us think what we're eating is healthy when actually we're just eating a fucking candy bar, but because it's high protein. And I fall for it all the time. I'm like a protein cookie. I'm like, well, but it's a protein cookie.
Yeah.
And then I get fucking diarrhea because I shouldn't be having that much protein.
On top of more protein, I think people also will go for like keto, right? Because then that emphasizes, well, it doesn't have carbs. So.
Oh my God, I've been eating these keto brownies like it's fucking water.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, but it's keto.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
That's bad. Yeah, so the food industry, I don't know.
I just don't know how all these people sleep at night. I couldn't sell a product like that.
Very
In a
expensive
big house,
sheets.
yeah.
In bunkers.
Yeah, but like
With silk.
Guys, you know what's coming up?
What?
Thank you. It felt like you were so invested. There's a lot coming up.
Oh, okay.
Life, things happening, summer's coming. But you know what's coming before summer?
spring.
Spring. And you know what happens in spring?
Festival
Cleaning.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Yes, that's right.
Damn.
Mother's Day is coming so soon. And what do you get your mom? What do you get the woman who birthed you? It's like, oh my God, what do I do? What is she going to actually enjoy? She's going to enjoy blocking out the haters, blocking out the noise, blocking out her annoying husband.
The haters being her family.
She's going to enjoy RAYCON Essential Open Earbuds. That's right. Today's episode is sponsored by RAYCON. And if you don't already know, RAYCON has over 3 million customers, and their sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands at half the price. So the RAYCON Essential Open Earbuds have so many different features. From the open ear design, where you can hear music and hear the world around you, both at the same time.
I need that walking the dogs among rattlesnakes. I'm serious.
I should get you some for Mother's Day.
Honestly, I need them.
They also have 36 hours of battery life. That's 8 hours of playtime and 36 hours of battery with the charging case.
Others could never.
And plus, they have multi-point connectivity, so you could be listening to something on your phone and on your laptop at the same time.
Seamless.
Very seamless. And they have so many different colors, so you can like pick a color that you know your mom would enjoy. And they're monochromatic. They're very beautiful. They have a lavender one that matches the case and matches the earbuds. It really is a perfect gift for your mom, and they're giving you guys a very special discount. All you got to do is go to buyraycon.com/groweropen to get 15% off the Essential Open Earbuds. That's buyraycon.com/groweropen to get 15% off the Essential Open Earbuds. So thank you so much, Raycon, for sponsoring, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. This looks pretty safe. This ad dimension is pretty safe. We like to keep it that way here at the workplace, but not every workplace is like that. Sometimes you might get hurt. Sometimes you might get hurt just out in the world, and it's not your fault.
This happened to my friend. She was riding her bike home from work and got hit by a truck.
Oh my God.
That's so crazy.
And she was literally saying, where I think this ad is going, what I do? I was like, Morgan & Morgan, baby.
That is right. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide with more than 1,000 lawyers, and they have over $30 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. So if you've ever been injured, go check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. That's right. It is free unless they win. So if you've ever been injured by the negligence of another person, Morgan & Morgan is there for you. All you got to do is go to forthepeople.com/grower or dial #law. That's FOR thepeople.com/grower or dial #law to let them know I sent you. So thank you so much, Morgan Moore, for sponsoring this episode, and we will see you back here at Ad Dimension later. Or actually, no, this was our last trip.
No.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Enjoy the rest of the show. This theory, Spencer told me this one. So this was an email. By the way, if you have any theories or Mandelas or anything you want us to talk about, ShanedawsonPodcastStuff@gmail.com. This one came in, and when Spencer started telling me about it, I was like, yes, I have noticed this ever since I got a new phone, and it has pissed me off so much, and I have a part 2 to the theory, I think. But do you want to...
So have you guys noticed there was that big update and they just changed everything with iPhone? Remember that?
Yes.
Now it's texting seems harder, right? Isn't the keyboard like worse?
So
You guys notice that?
fucked.
Well, this
I
is,
never update my phone.
I just can't find photos.
but you haven't noticed. All right, whatever. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes. My
You
talk
really haven't...
Well, I talk to text, but
no.
it's
Okay,
been
well,
fucked
that's part of the
lately.
theory.
No,
That's
my
part of the-
talk to text has been fucked.
Everything I spell recently is wrong. Every single thing. And I'm not like a bad speller, but every time I
Yes.
text someone, it's wrong. And
Same.
I lose my
I
mind.
feel
And
slower.
then I'm like, where's the A? Why is my thing? I'm hitting the A.
You used to be so good at it before.
Yes.
I
will
just thought
say-
my phone was like sticky or like something was on my phone that wasn't letting me click the keyboard.
Syrup on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, this is a theory from Rachel. She said, "Hi, podcast people. Has anyone noticed the iPhone keyboard has been getting progressively worse?
Yes.
I can't go one sentence without a typo, and autocorrect doesn't seem to pick up as many words. It's been really frustrating, and I didn't realize that so many other people were noticing it too." Anyway, the theory is that the iPhone keyboard is getting progressively worse so that you're annoyed with it into sending voice memos or voice to text. So they can start getting more and more samples of your voice, more audio samples of your voice to sample, clone, do whatever the hell they want with it. I personally hate texting because it feels like my fingers can't type fast or correct enough, so I always just send voice memos to my friends.
Yes.
Best. Rachel, thank you,
I
Rachel.
literally just told you when we were setting up, I've become one of those old people who talks to text now because of this.
When you talk to text, do you talk in like a certain tone?
I don't know.
Because I'll do that, I'm like, hey, what's up, Dad? Like, I'll like say it in a way where I would like never say that to a person. I'll be like, good morning! Exclamation point. You know? Thinking, comma.
I do think the bigger theory there is eventually the idea of like removing. They've already removed handwriting. They've already removed cursive. They've already removed
cursive.
all of our ways of communicating in that way.
That's a shirt.
Where there's footprints and whatever. To me, it's almost like, is the goal to make it so that we only communicate via voice because it can collect all of our audio samples, but not just audio samples. That's information. I mean, they're listening to everything. So I don't know. I definitely think there is a theory here, though, that's interesting. And even with the Pokemon Go thing, it's like, oh, that's so crazy. Like, it's just a game. Cut to them literally using all of that data to fund another business. Like,
You combine that with the aluminum falling from the sky, and it's over.
That really got to you, huh? Chemtrails really got to you.
I told you, I've been researching them for 12 hours.
To kind of swing it back to the Epstein's file, how you said, like, why isn't anybody talking about this? I think it's even with this, like, I don't know if it's the world is so busy or if people feel hopeless because it's like, okay, what about the Epstein's files? What's going to happen? Yeah. What am I going to do? How can I affect this? Exactly. Like, I just feel like, are people just so busy because they're trying to, live day to day and everybody's busy nowadays?
Yeah.
Exactly. They're trying to survive.
Trying to get the protein in.
I would rather get a protein in a quick snack where I'm on my way somewhere, or I want my phone to be able to talk for me because I'm too busy to do that. Like, it just goes back to the Epstein's file. Like, well, how does that affect me right now?
And how am I going to,
Well, it's also like, the distractions. It's like, there's that. And then it's like, oh, okay, now that's over. People are done talking about that. Oh, they're talking about the files again. Here's another, here's another thing that's
TSA, these lines are crazy.
Right. Well, to lighten the mood just a little bit, now let's jump into some rabbit holes. All right, we got some crazy ones. We have one about the Bodies exhibit in Vegas. I have one that is about a children's book author who murdered someone. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's really, really dark.
I have one.
Jared, you have one. About what?
Don't worry about it.
And Jared has one about things in your bathroom that you should really throw away.
Actually, it's extended to the whole household.
Wow.
And I thought what would be fun is, I think me and Sandy would probably be like on a team because we live in the same household. But it's basically how often you're supposed to replace items within your household to be healthy.
Oh no.
So I want to ask, how often, who here even wears house slippers? Does anybody wear house slippers? I'm a Croc guy.
Crocs.
But they say, so I'll just say this one. They say for house slippers, if you don't want to have a bunch of bacteria within your house, you should be replacing those every 3 months.
I would like to be a shoe-free house, but Shane won't let me.
What about a toothbrush? How often do you replace your toothbrush?
Well, I have an
as the
electric
bristles bend.
toothbrush that tells me when I'm supposed to do it.
It tells you? What brand is
Do you
that?
do it?
Oh, Sonic. Wait, my Sonic doesn't tell me when I need to change
Yeah,
it.
you sound like you have a poor one. I was given this one as a gift.
And things become dangerous after this time. I need to throw that out there. So
Okay.
if you're not replacing it this often,
I do
it
like
is
a month and a
dangerous.
half.
For me, as soon as the bristles are like bendy, like I don't know,
Which is?
pretty quick, like a couple weeks or something.
Couple weeks?
a month,
Wow.
yeah,
Freak.
max a
Couple
month.
weeks?
Yeah.
Well, most toothbrushes.
Really digging in there.
This isn't actually in the article that I'm looking at here, but the bristles on a toothbrush, the coloring on it will actually fade, and once it's completely faded, that's when you're supposed to throw it away. So like the blue coloring on your toothbrush, once that's faint, you're supposed to throw it away. But it's supposed to be every 3 months. I've been using the same toothbrush for like 3 years.
What?
Well, I just got a new one, but before that, and I only got a new one because like we just received it, or I would have probably never used a new toothbrush. I'm a loyal guy to a fault, including my toothbrush. All right, what about a kitchen? This is kind of gross. Kitchen sponge.
What is the toothbrush answer?
3 months.
3 months. Okay.
How
With
about
a
this?
sponge.
There's a
No.
few of these.
No
that-
sponges.
There's a few of these that are like, bah, whatever. There's a few, though, that really got me because I thought we'd all have a bad answer for.
Okay.
But how often? I don't know if yours tells you, Spencer, you fucking Gen Z guy. But how often do you replace your pillow?
Oh, the actual pillow? Not
Your
a case?
actual pillow.
Oh, not enough.
I don't even.
Almost never.
I can't remember the last. Well, we bought new pillows, but we still use the older pillows. You're supposed to replace your
change it every
pillow
2
every year because dead skin, dust mites, and dirts build up and become harmful to you.
Oh, I'm doing every 2, so that's, I don't know.
Isn't that crazy?
What was the kitchen sponge?
A week and a half.
What?
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
think that
A
makes
week and a half for a, for a scrub
You're
daddy?
supposed to wash your bed sheets every week
That's what I do.
because you can get acne.
Yes,
Well,
I get acne
see,
very easily.
I change my pillowcase like every 3 days because I'm afraid of breaking out.
I think we've had towels in our house for 5+
didn't
years.
you use paper towels?
For my face, I'll use paper towels, but like if I'm getting out of the shower,
yeah.
I'll reuse like a shower towel twice, but I won't do it with my face.
Oh, yeah.
Underwear.
Oh, I change it daily.
No. No.
Replace.
I don't know. The fact that you said it that fast leads me to believe you don't. But how often you should replace your underwear?
6 months.
Oh, wow, you're good. I don't buy new underwear until there's holes in it.
Yes.
But I just thought some of these were interesting because it's like maybe it's being put out by underwear companies as hey, we ain't selling enough underwear.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You got to get rid of underwear every week.
What about like makeup sponges?
Oh, makeup sponges you are supposed to replace every 3 months.
Oh, that's longer than I thought.
You are, yeah.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting.
We didn't talk about the avalanche thing, right?
I haven't talked about that yet.
So that's crazy. My rabbit hole is something that I never even thought about ever. And then I saw this video of a train and they're going through a snowy area and an avalanche starts to come and it's like getting closer and then just and snow just totally overtake. Everybody was fine, but like it freaked me out because I was like, oh my God, that's so scary. Then I saw this.
People who get stuck in avalanches report not knowing which way the ground is, which way the sky is.
Oh my God.
When you don't have any visual information, when the usual things that you use as cues are stripped away, it's incredibly difficult to orient yourself.
I've heard that, and I love thinking about it because it's so frightening. To be like buried in snow, not knowing which way is up, not knowing which way to like crawl out. And I have, while I'm laying in bed thinking of how I would survive certain things, I've come up with my strategy. Can I tell you what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
It would be to drool.
Yes, that's the actual trick.
Is that a real thing that you should do?
That's the real trick, is to spit and see which way the saliva goes, yeah.
And then you know which way down is.
Exactly.
Oh my
Wow.
I was
so
thinking.
smart.
I've never thought about that. That's terrifying.
It like makes me sick thinking about being trapped in it. It's like it makes me sick to my stomach. Like, have you ever jumped off a high dive into a pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you jump off a high dive and you get into the pool and your body starts to kind of flail around, go crazy, there's a brief moment where you're like, you don't know where is up and where is down, and you're like, what the fuck, and then your body starts flailing. You're like, okay, there I am. Like, that is so scary. The thought of that in snow.
Awful.
Imagine they're like panic digging down. The
Oh my God. Oh my God. I could throw up.
Yeah, that's. I hate that so much.
So that, I thought this could be an interesting conversation. What is your biggest fear / what is the scariest way to die?
Sharks.
I'm so scared of sharks.
Interesting.
I'm so scared of sharks.
Well, then just don't swim in the ocean.
But I love the ocean.
I would say being buried alive in a very tight coffin where I couldn't move at all. Because think about it, a shark, I'm not like, it's going to be pretty quick. But if you're buried in a coffin with enough oxygen, you could live for like days.
I can't.
And just imagine if you can't
Slowly
move. So like
dying.
if you move your head a
and
little
then you
bit,
have an itch, and
if you
you're
try
like,
to move your
oh.
hand,
Oh my God,
like you're
that's
going to be
awful.
stuck like this for who knows how long. But I mean, anything where you're restricted to movement and you just have to die of natural causes is terrifying because you're viscerally aware of all of it.
But you can't do anything.
Like, I would rather just get shot, you know what I'm saying, and have it be over. So I think that, but...
Well, have you seen how those, like, cave, those guys who explore, like, the caves where it's, like, you can barely fit through? And, like, the animations of how those guys have died, it's truly terrifying.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I'm more and more afraid of people as time goes on, because when I was younger in high school, like I would take public transportation all the time, and then like as time has gone on, especially not that long ago, there's the video of the guy who went up and just stabbed the woman to death, and like some really horrific things have been happening. At least I've seen videos of, And I don't know, now I'm more scared than ever. But like before I would easily happily take public transit. I would happily be like, I don't know, I never thought about these things, and like I'm more scared as time goes on.
Oh yeah, me and Ryland were just like walking around like a beach area at like 11 p.m. and I was like, somebody could just kill us right now.
Yeah.
Like that, and then what?
Were you there when we talked about this when we were eating before? I had a friend come visit who had never been to Santa Monica before. It was his first time ever, and his first time ever on the pier. There's a shooting, and everyone goes in the bathroom and thinks they're gonna die and panic. And I'm like, I've been to the pier so many times. That's never happened. Now I have to be scared of the pier. Now I have to like everything's scary. Now I feel.
I mean, there's a reason, right? Anywhere I go, if there's like a ton of people, I always like, okay, where's the exits? Like, what would I do if something were to happen? Just because, you know, nowadays it's horrible, these tragic events that happen, and yeah. So people are definitely the scariest.
Well, dark as well. So this last rabbit hole to me kind of goes along the same lines as sometimes serial killers or, you know, people who are doing harmful things like to just put it out there because if they were guilty, like they would never put it out there like this. This one is so crazy. I cannot believe this is real.
This mother of 3 was celebrated for a children's book she wrote about grief after her husband died.
He was 39. It completely took us all by shock.
But now a bombshell new chapter. She's accused of murdering him. Kuri Richens told authorities she found her 39-year-old husband, Eric, cold to the touch on the floor in their bedroom. The newly widowed mom posted this tribute video to her husband on Facebook. Life is just so damn hard without you here, she writes. Then she published this book teaching kids how to deal with grief. She titled it, Are You With Me? It features an image of her smiling husband in the clouds with angel wings and a halo. It's dedicated to my amazing husband and a wonderful father.
Dad is still here. It's just in a different way.
33-year-old Richens was interviewed about her book by KTVX in Salt Lake City.
My kids and I kind of wrote this book on the different emotions and grieving processes that we've experienced.
Her book gets 5-star reviews on Amazon. Very well written and from the heart. Thank you, Corey, for writing a book that helps young minds understand that spirits of our loved ones are around us always. But in a stunning development, Kuri Richens was just arrested in her husband's death. Authorities say they found 5 times the lethal dose of fentanyl in his body. Court documents say 3 weeks before he died, Eric Richens had gotten very ill after a Valentine's Day dinner with his wife. Eric told a friend that he thought his wife was trying to poison him, the documents say.
He was 30.
Horrible. So she was found guilty of aggravated murder, attempted murder, insurance fraud, and forgery for poisoning her husband for financial gain. She faces up to 25 years
She should serve all
to life in prison, and that happens in May. She'll be sentenced. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That to me is so crazy because it's like, you really don't know. Like this woman, I would have never even known that. Like, and the fact that she wrote a book about how to deal with grief when she's the one that killed the husband is so fucking crazy to me that it's like, what is that?
People
What
are sick
level
in the
is
fucking
that?
head.
I mean,
and then to cash in on the life insurance front too, like the book that was a bestseller wasn't enough for you after killing your husband.
Yuck. Okay, so the last thing I want to bring up is kind of a follow-up to something we've talked about before. And this, I do not have confirmed. We tried to get them, but they're like sold out everywhere. Have you guys heard about Costco's new energy drink?
Is it the cold brew?
No.
Oh.
Okay, as you guys know, we've done videos about it. We've talked about it on the podcast. There is a theory that some of the products at Costco that are, you know, Kirkland brand are literally the same actual ingredients as the mainstream item. For example, like, you know, the cereal, the Kirkland cereal, there's a theory that it's actually made by the same company that makes the big brand cereals. And the reason they do that is called white labeling. And the reason they do that is because they want to be able to, you know, make more of a profit on it. And I mean, Aldi has been allegedly doing this. Like
Trader
Joe's has been allegedly doing this. Like this one, I instantly knew. And I don't know if anybody's talking about this yet, but Costco just rolled out Kirkland's signature sparkling energy drinks. They're only 70 cents a can.
Oh my gosh.
They're so cheap. And they look like this.
So it's Celsius?
They're
well, I Googled because I was like, instantly, I'm like, what's this a white label of? This has to be a white label of something, right? So then I Google, what energy drink is 200 milligrams of caffeine and has flavors tropical, orange, and peach? It says, Kirkland Signature Sparkling Drinks, found at Costco, contain 200 milligrams of caffeine, have 0 sugar, and offer tropical, orange, and peach. The only other energy drink that matches that same criteria of 200 milligrams caffeine and peach, tropical, and orange is Celsius.
Wow.
And I'm like, what if it's literally the same thing? And how much is a can of Celsius?
But if it is Celsius, I'm guessing they have a deal with.
No, they're probably just using the same manufacturer.
So Costco does sell Celsius. And now their new energy drink is right on the shelf next to it.
I mean, 76 cents a can is ridiculous.
Celsius lost over $100 million because of the Costco energy drink. You can see it. It was announced here, and look how far it's gone.
Well, this all sounds to me like we need to hop in that van and go to Costco. Get some chicken bakes.
Ooh. They're always too salty. Sorry, I'm a Costco hater. I hate Costco. Sorry, I hate it.
Only Erewhon where you get good deals.
I'm not about a good deal. I'm about enjoying myself.
Vibes. You're all about vibes.
Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed this conspiracy-only episode again. Who knows? Maybe we'll never do it again. Let us know in the comments. We're going to see how the next
They're going to be very
goes.
mad at me.
This weekend, we're going to see if you guys like this or not.
I'm so curious. I don't know. I really genuinely, and I kind of love that I'm nervous because like posting it tomorrow or on Sunday, I don't know what the reaction is going to be. People might hate it. People might like it. But for me personally, I feel like this has just been really fun. So yeah. I feel good about it.
Not in an Erewhon hoodie while I'm dragging Costco.
Yeah, an Erewhon quarter zip.
Oh, shit.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Keep a lookout for distractions. They're everywhere. See you next time. Bye.